But yeah, Bill Cosby's free, man. Bill Cosby's home.
I did not see that coming.
Salute to Bill Cosby, man.
Jello, motherfucker.
Yeah. I mean, if
Huxtable.
what they're saying is true, because what they said was he gave some information.
Yeah.
And they were not supposed to use it in testimony or in this court case against him.
Yeah.
And they went against their word and used that against him. So it sounds like some shenanigans. I'm surprised he even had to do this long with that fact that he knew that and he had to appeal, and it took 2 years. But yeah, it was time for him to come home. My man. Seemed like after I heard, because I didn't know a lot of the facts, that's why I haven't really spoke on it for or against. But now that I heard some of the facts and heard Judge Joe Brown speak on it, who is a well-known judge, well-respected, he feels like it was railroaded. He feels like it was a witch hunt from the jump, and that they had no evidence, and they were holding him accountable for something that happened way back when. And Judge Joe Brown gives a good way of explaining it through the law of why what they tried to do was crazy, just on the basis of holding him accountable for something that happened 40 years ago.
Yeah.
Because he said, I guess back in 25 years ago, approximately, is when they changed the law on people giving consent. Like, you can't give consent when you're under the influence type shit. Even to the point where some cases set precedents where the bartender is responsible, as me and you know. Yeah, bartenders are responsible. So if you're smashed and he keeps on serving you, he can be held responsible. That's why at some points bartenders have to say, nah, buddy, I'm gonna get you a cab. You're good, you know, because it could be on them. But that didn't happen, I guess, until like 79 or something. Judge Joe Brown gives the year, 25 years ago.
96.
96 then. I think it was longer than that. But basically the point is, it wasn't when whatever these cases are against Cosby. Yeah, so he's saying basically they retroactively trying to charge him and hold him accountable for standards that weren't even at play back then. Yeah. And he was talking about Quaaludes and talking about just groupies and stuff. And you know, it's a lot of the stuff that people don't want to hear because they feel like he's victim shaming and all this. But man, we got to get past that as a society. I think we had enough time to be into the Me Too and the whole censor and the whole cancel culture. Mm-hmm. Men have changed. Times have changed. People are more accountable now. People are more sensitive now. But we can't just stay in that spot forever. Like, we got to be able to talk about shit for real.
Well, the way that you talk to women might be different as well. Like, maybe Bill Cosby talks a little dirty and nasty, and he has the right to do that. So the people that are casting this judgment on him, you know what I'm saying, that obviously don't know all the facts, or maybe they're privy to the, or what's the word? Privy, rather, to the facts and don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
That confirmation bias. They probably not reading it.
Yeah, they're just like, I don't give a fuck. But like with the Tyson rape incident, the thing that turned the fucking judge, or excuse me, the jury, the thing that the whole tide of the case changed when Tyson was on the stand, bro, and admitted, and he was just like, They said, what did you say to her exactly? He just said, I want to fuck you. And they were all like, ah. Right? Because that's not how they talk.
Correct.
But that's not everybody.
I got your point. Yep.
Yeah. Yep. And that's what a lot of people, it looks like, are doing to Bill Cosby. Because it's like, wait a minute. Because I could understand one victim, bro, maybe even a couple, waiting and not coming out because they're ashamed. But yo, there was a lot, bro. There was dozens of these fucking broads.
And that's why I held my tongue, because...
And I'm like, none of you came out? Why?
Yeah.
None of you?
At the time, what they do is they show so many victims to me, because then you can't question it anymore. You're like, damn, well, if this many people are saying it, what the fuck, you know? But now afterwards, after he comes out on this technicality and you think about it, you're like, yeah, that's weird. How did all of you guys come out at the same time? Right. Just like the Deshaun Watson case, which we haven't heard anything about in months. Sometimes
now that he doesn't want to be traded. That's crazy.
Crickets, huh? We haven't heard a thing.
That's crazy, dude. The owner's
like
that
the
powerful.
Fauci emails went away.
Yeah.
Crickets.
Yeah.
Some stuff just goes away, bro. When they want it to go away.
Kush and Chemtrails, the world's most dangerous podcast.